How's it going, guys? David here. We're out here at the Jumping Mouse Trail, and today I'm going to show you guys how to hit some jumps. So first off, we're going to talk about the different types of jumps that you'll come across on some trails. The most obvious ones are like this one, the gap jump. There's nothing in the middle, and you actually have to, no matter what, you got to clear it. You kind of need some experience on them. That way you can judge the amount of speed that you need. If you go too fast, you'll overshoot it, and if you go too slow, you'll come up way too short and you can really hurt yourself. Alright, so pretty much this other jump that we have here, it's a step down, and pretty much it's when it's a jump and it's actually coming down on a down slope, so the landing is lower than the actual takeoff. But this one's one of my favorite ones because you could just absolutely send it and get pretty far down. But these are most likely the ones that are the most scary in general, just because it looks a lot higher and from when you're jumping, and when you're about to take off, right when you jump, it just looks like a bigger distance. So these are pretty much, I think for me, like the most scariest ones, especially when you build something new. Okay, so pretty much this next other jump we have here, it's called a step up. So the jump is actually lower than the landing itself. These are pretty fun to hit. I mean, in general, just any jump's fun to hit for me. But these are actually pretty fun. You can just absolutely send it, especially on this super flat landing. You can just get super far. But yeah, these are pretty much some of the different types. We don't have any tabletops, so the tabletop's kind of like a gap jump. Just as I was talking about, that middle piece is actually filled in. So the reason you see a lot more of gap jumps is because it's easier on the trail builder. We don't have to pull as much dirt just to fill in that middle piece. So that's pretty much why you see a lot more gap jumps just out in local trails and stuff like that, just because it's easier on the trail builders. So first off, when approaching a jump, you have to prepare and set your body in an attack position. So here I'm coming up, and when I'm coming up, my arms are actually bent in a 90-degree angle, and my body position is in like attack mode. So I'm just a little bit lower. I'm not sitting straight up or anything like that. I'm more aggressive on the bike, and I'm pretty much looking straight at the jump as well. So now that you're preparing for the jump, you actually have to prepare your bike as well. I have a full suspension bike, so it's really crucial to prepare the rear suspension. So when approaching the face of the jump, you actually push down a little bit on your bike, as you see here on the video, and you actually have to make sure you compress both of them at the same time equally. So if you see here, I'm coming up to the face of the jump, and I kind of pull up a little bit to level it out, and then I kind of push down a bit just to equally compress the suspension. That way I won't get bucked or anything like that, or go face first. So now that you've actually prepared yourself and your bike for the jump, the next step is to actually stay loose once in the air. If you stiffen up, your likeliness of crashing actually rises. So pretty much just stay cool, calm, and collective, and just enjoy the feeling of some airtime.
So now that you're in the air, the next step is the landing. Try to land with both wheels hitting the ground at the same time. Also, try to use your body to absorb a little bit more of the impact. That way your landing feels more subtle and smooth. Speed recognition is key in order to hit any type of jump and landing perfectly. If you have too much speed, one way not to overshoot the jump is to scrub or squash it. This means using your body weight to keep the bike in the air less. So here when I come up, I prep my body up standing a little straight, and once coming onto the lip of the jump, using my body weight to keep the bike as low as possible in order not to overshoot it. On the other hand, if you don't have enough speed to clear it, you can still use the bunny hop technique in order to get a little bit more air and distance in order to clear the jump. Here when I come up to the jump, I preload as much as I can to have that extra pop to go higher up in the air and get a little bit more distance in order not to come up short. Be careful when doing this on a full suspension though, due to the fact that if not done correctly, you can get bucked and sent face first over the bars.
So pretty much that's about it. Those are kind of like the basics of it. I mean, I'm not no coach or anything, but that's kind of just coming from my experience. Just overall, if you want to keep jumping and stuff and getting bigger, you just kind of pretty much build up, going from a small jump and building up bigger and bigger. That's pretty much how I started. It takes a little bit of time, but I mean, you could catch up pretty quickly if you just keep on repeating and building up. But that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys out on trails.